Welcome to the Bookworm Duo, where we explore a variety of books. Let's get started.
Sounds good.
Today, we're diving deep into Mai Corland's captivating fantasy novel, Four Ruined Realms.
Ooh, exciting.
Think of this as your express ticket through the story,
Yeah.
hitting all the major plot points.
Okay, love that.
And to give you a bit of context, Corland, she set the stage in a world inspired by Korean mythology.
Okay.
But it's clear from her author's note that she's crafted a unique fantasy setting,
Gotcha.
giving her the freedom to explore these really intricate themes.
Awesome. So where do we begin?
All right, so let's jump right in.
Okay.
We start with King Jun of Yusan,
Okay.
who's facing threats to his throne.
Mm-hmm.
To handle this, he assembles this fascinating team.
Okay.
Sora, a poisoner,
Mm-hmm.
Yoon, an archer,
Okay.
Mikhail, a spy,
Interesting.
and Roya, a warrior.
Okay. Quite the crew.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Right from the get-go, you can see the complexity of these characters.
Yeah, for sure.
Like the tension between Mikhail and Yoon, for instance,
Yeah.
hints at a deeper history between them,
Mm-hmm.
a mix of affection and conflict.
I see. I see.
And their mission to capture a group, jeopardizing Jun's rule, seems straightforward at first.
Okay.
But then, boom,
What?
they uncover Jun's manipulative nature, realizing they're pawns in his dangerous game.
Oh, wow. So they've been tricked.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And just as they grapple with this betrayal, Eri, a Usanian princess, makes a
Yeah.
bold move,
Ooh.
stealing the crown and joining the team.
No way. Talk about shaking things up.
Right. It makes you question everyone's motives.
Yeah, for sure.
And then there's the shocker about Mikhail.
What's that?
He was trained as a poison maiden,
Whoa, really?
just like Sora.
Oh, wow. That's a crazy parallel.
It is. It reveals the extent of Jun's cruelty and the lasting impact it has on those he manipulates.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense.
Like, Mikhail is forced to confront his past when his training leads him to kill a gang member. A situation engineered by Joan, which puts Mikhail in danger.
Oh, so he was set up.
He was. He ends up fighting to free an innocent man framed for the crime. Juan.
Okay, wow, what a moral dilemma.
Talk about a moral dilemma.
Mm.
Meanwhile, Eri is on her own journey of discovery.
Okay.
She learns about the atrocities committed by her uncle, Prince Omen,
Oh, wow.
and the possibility of her own claim to the Usanian throne.
Interesting. So both Mikhail and Harry are dealing with these hidden truths from their pasts.
Exactly. And Sora's story is equally compelling.
Oh, how so?
She's driven by the grief of losing her lover, Hana,
Oh, I see.
another poison maiden trained by Joan. This loss shapes her actions, making her a force to be reckoned with.
It's like her grief adds this emotional depth to the story.
Totally. Now, the team's journey takes them to Khitan, a foreign land.
All right.
They encounter Ambassador Zelen, who's not what he seems,
Oh,
and they're trying to gain access to the enigmatic Queen Kulamar.
that's true.
It is. And then Mikhail stumbles upon a game-changing discovery.
What's that?
Hana, his supposedly deceased lover,
Wait, what?
is alive and imprisoned in Khitan.
No way. That changes everything.
Right. Talk about a twist. It complicates Mikhail's loyalties and throws a wrench in their plans.
Definitely.
It also sets the stage for their next perilous journey
Oh. Where to this time?
to the Temple of Knowledge,
Okay.
where they face treacherous weather and a near-death experience during an avalanche.
Oh my gosh. That sounds intense.
It was. But Sora's quick thinking saves them, showcasing her resourcefulness.
Wow, that's impressive.
It is. But arriving at the temple, they find something even more disturbing.
What's that?
The priests have been murdered.
Oh no. This is getting serious.
Right. It's a turning point in the story, raising the stakes and introducing a chilling new threat.
Yeah, it definitely feels like things are escalating.
They are. And get this, the finger of suspicion even points towards King Jun. Could he be involved in the murders? Perhaps even collaborating with Quillamar.
Wow. It's a total web of intrigue.
For sure. And as they embark on a quest to retrieve an Amarth egg, a mythical creature connected to a curse on the Usanian throne, Royo finds himself battling his own internal conflict.
Interesting. What's going on with him?
He's drawn to Eri, but haunted by past heartbreak.
Oh, that's tough.
Right. It's like the pull of new love against the fear of repeating past mistakes.
I can see that.
And meanwhile, Kayon, the nobleman Mikhail saved earlier,
Right, right.
is imprisoned,
Oh, no.
but forms an unlikely alliance with a fellow prisoner, Aylar.
Hmm.
But then Aylar makes a shocking sacrifice, giving his life to save Tiam.
Wow, that's selfless.
Right.
Yeah.
His actions leave you wondering about his true motivations, the depths of his loyalty.
Yeah, I wonder what his story was.
Me too. Next, we have this incredibly tense encounter between the team and Queen Quilamar,
Ooh, okay.
where Yun makes a risky wager that could cost him his life.
Yikes. High stakes.
And this is where we get another bombshell.
Okay, what now?
Ween isn't of by-skin blood,
Oh, wow.
challenging his claim to the throne and leaving the team in a precarious situation.
So, another twist.
But then, in a stunning turn of events, Ween wields the golden ring, proving his lineage after all.
What? No way, that's amazing.
It is. And while this is happening, Tyan manages a daring escape from prison,
How does he pull that off?
aided by Hana, who showcases her resilience and commitment to her cause.
Wow, she's incredible.
And then things escalate quickly.
Oh.
We're thrust into this thrilling battle in the Queen's banquet hall where the team fights for their lives against the palace guard.
Oh my god.
Talk about action-packed. We see Royo fiercely protecting Aerie, and it leads her to realize the depth of her feelings for him
Oh, that's sweet.
amidst the chaos. Against all odds, they manage to escape with the golden ring, making the heartbreaking decision to leave Yoon's body behind to prevent it from becoming a trophy.
Oh, that's
Their escape is a testament to their resilience, but it comes at a heavy price.
definitely.
And just when you think you've seen it all, we're hit with another revelation.
Don't tell me another one.
Gambria, their mysterious ally,
Right.
is revealed to be Gaian royalty, connected to Falador, the rightful heir to the Gaian throne.
Whoa, that's huge.
Talk about a twist. It makes you question everything you thought you knew about her.
Yeah, for sure.
And then Mikhail makes a bold move.
What does he do?
He steals the water scepter,
Whoa. Ah.
a relic that could potentially free his homeland, Gaia. It's a decision driven by his conflicting loyalties and his yearning to see his people freed from oppression.
Okay, so that's where his heart lies.
It seems so. And that leads us to the gripping climax of this first part of the story.
Okay, what happens?
Mikhail, wielding the powerful water scepter, leads the survivors towards Gaia, his true home, hinting at the possibility of rebuilding a ruined realm.
Wow, what a powerful image.
It is. It's a moment filled with both hope and uncertainty, leaving you eager to discover what happens next.
Definitely a cliffhanger. So, picking up where we left off, it's fascinating how Corland weaves this, intricate character development into this fast-paced plot.
Yeah.
You know? Each character is grappling with their own internal struggles shaped by past traumas that influence their actions and motivations.
It's like they're each carrying this hidden weight that impacts every decision they make. Like take Mikhail, for instance.
Right.
He's haunted by his past as a poison maiden, a constant reminder of King June's manipulation, yet he's fiercely protective of those he cares about.
Yeah.
It's a compelling contradiction.
Exactly, and it makes you question, is his desire to save Juan driven solely by a need for redemption, or is there a deeper sense of justice fueling his actions?
That's a great point. It's not just about righting his own wrongs, but fighting for something bigger. And Sora's grief over Hama's death adds another layer of complexity.
Right.
It's palpable throughout the story, making her both dangerous and sympathetic.
Right, she embodies this idea that even in a world of magic, love and loss can be the most potent motivators.
Absolutely. And then you have Royo, who's trying to escape his past, seeking redemption, and a second chance at love with Aerie.
Yeah.
I found his struggle to reconcile his feelings for Aerie with his past heartbreak very relatable. He's constantly battling his own demons while trying to protect her. It's as if Corland is saying that even in a fantastical world, these human emotions are what ground us.
Absolutely. And Aerie herself is no ordinary princess. She's a thief, a manipulator, and ultimately a leader who challenges the traditional expectations placed upon her.
It's refreshing to see a female character who isn't just a pawn in a power struggle. She actively shapes her own destiny, making tough choices that defy societal norms.
Her journey really resonated with me.
Yeah.
And then there's Yun, the exiled prince, who seems driven by ambition and a need to prove his worth. But there's also a vulnerability to him, a longing for acceptance and love that complicates his character.
He walks this fine line between pursuing power and yearning for connection. It makes you wonder if he's capable of ruling with compassion or if he'll become consumed by his ambition.
It's a question that lingers throughout the story, and it speaks to a larger theme, the corrupting influence of power.
Right.
We see this not only in Yuyin, but in June Omen and even Quillamar.
Right. Each of them, in their own way, demonstrates how the pursuit of power can lead to ruthless decisions and ultimately destruction.
Makes you think about real-world leaders and the choices they make.
Right.
Are they serving the people, or are they blinded by their own ambitions?
It's a chilling reminder that power without compassion can corrupt anyone.
Yeah.
And speaking of power, the relics themselves are fascinating symbols, aren't they? They represent both hope and danger depending on who wields them.
Absolutely. Like they're conduits for the forces of creation and destruction, capable of shifting the balance of power in an instant. And the way Corland ties them to the ancient legend of the Dragon Lord adds another layer of meaning. It's as if they hold the key to restoring balance to a world teetering on the brink.
It's a reminder that even in a world of magic, the choices we make, the way we use power, ultimately determines our fate.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Now let's shift gears a bit and talk about Corland's world building, which is truly immersive. These 4 ruined realms feel distinct, each with its unique culture, history, and secrets.
It's like she's built these fully realized worlds, drawing inspiration from Korean mythology while crafting something entirely new.
Right.
You can practically feel the chill of the Kidneys Mountains or hear the bustling streets of the Usanian capital, and the way she seamlessly integrates magical elements, the Amarth, the Poison Maidens. It's all so well conceived.
The Amarth with their human-like faces are particularly fascinating. They embody the power of nature, both beautiful and terrifying. It's almost as if they represent the duality of power itself.
That's a great observation. And the Poison Maidens highlight the cruelty that can exist even in a world of wonder. They're a stark reminder of how those in power can exploit the vulnerable.
Their stories add a layer of realism, grounding the narrative in something that feels all too familiar even within this fantasy setting.
It reminds us that oppression can take many forms. And even though this is a world of magic and mythical creatures, the core message is very much about human nature, our struggles, and our capacity for both good and evil.
Exactly. It's this interplay between the fantastical and the real that makes 4 ruined realms so compelling we get swept away by the adventure while also grappling with these complex themes about power, freedom, and the human condition.
It's a story that stays with you long after you finish reading it. It prompts you to think critically about the world, about the choices we make, and about the consequences of those choices.
And what about the ending of this part of the story? Mikhail leading the survivors toward Gaia with the water scepter in hand. It leaves us with a glimmer of hope, doesn't it?
Absolutely. It suggests the possibility of rebuilding, of creating a new future from the ruins of the past.
But it also raises questions, can a ruined realm truly be restored? And at what cost? What challenges await them in Gaia?
I guess we'll have to keep diving deeper into 4 ruined realms to find out. We'll be back in the next episode to uncover more layers of this captivating story. So we've journeyed through these perilous landscapes and uncovered these shocking secrets. But I think what I find most captivating about 4 ruined realms are those overarching themes that Corland so skillfully weaves into this epic tale.
Yeah, definitely. And I think one of the most striking themes is that corrupting nature of power. We see it play out in King June's ruthlessness, his willingness to sacrifice anything and anyone to maintain his grip on the throne.
He's like the archetype of a tyrant, but it's not just June, is it?
Right. You see this theme echoed in other characters like Prince Omen and even Queen Quillamar, who resort to some pretty harsh tactics to achieve their goals.
Right.
It's as if Corland is showing us that power without a strong moral compass can twist even those with good intentions down a dark path.
Yeah.
It makes you think about the responsibility that comes with wielding any kind of power.
Definitely, it raises questions about leadership and the fine line between ambition and tyranny, something that resonates throughout history, even in our own world.
Absolutely. Another central theme that really struck me was the multifaceted nature of freedom.
Yeah.
We see this in Mikhail's fight to free the innocent Juan, in Tiung's daring escape from prison, and in the team's rebellion against June's oppressive rule.
It's not just about physical freedom, though, right?
No, exactly.
It's also about breaking free from societal constraints and forging your own path. Like Aries' journey really exemplifies this defying tradition and claiming her agency.
You're spot on, Corland. Beautifully portrays how true freedom encompasses both the physical and the emotional, the right to choose your own destiny and break free from the shackles of expectation.
It's a message that's so relevant today with so many people around the world fighting for their rights and their voices to be heard.
For sure. Now, those relics themselves, those objects imbued with such power, also function as potent symbols.
I see them as metaphors for the duality of power,
Yeah.
the potential for both creation and destruction. They can be used for good or evil, to heal or to harm, and it all comes down to the choices of the wielder.
Precisely. And their connection to the legend of the Dragon Lord adds another layer of symbolism, suggesting that these objects hold the key to restoring balance to the world.
Hmm.
Like it's a call to action, urging us to consider how we use our own power, no matter how big or small.
It's a reminder that we all have a role to play in shaping the future, and that recurring motif of brokenness and rebuilding really resonated with me, the ruined realms themselves serving as a poignant symbol.
Right. They represent not just the physical devastation of conflict, but also the characters' internal struggles, their own brokenness.
Yeah.
And yet, amidst these ruins, there's a glimmer of hope, a yearning to rebuild and create something new.
It speaks to the resilience of the human spirit, our capacity to heal and find hope, even in the darkest of times. It's a message that resonates deeply, particularly in a world that often feels fractured and uncertain.
It makes you consider how we as individuals and as a society can contribute to the process of rebuilding both within ourselves and in the world around us.
Those are some powerful questions, and I think Corland provides a framework for exploring them. Four Ruined Realms is more than just a fantasy novel. It's a story that speaks to the human condition, challenging us to confront difficult choices, embrace our agency, and strive for a world where freedom and justice prevail.
It's a story that stays with you long after you turn the final page, sparking reflection and inspiring hope.
Well, this brings us to the end of our deep dive into Four Ruined Realms. We've explored the twists and turns of the plot, delved into the characters' motivations, and unpacked the thought-provoking themes that make this book so captivating.
It's been quite a journey.
It has. What will you take away from this deep dive? What will you explore further?
I think what I'll take away is the reminder that even in the face of seemingly insurmountable challenges, there's always a glimmer of hope. And as for exploring further, I'm eager to dive into more of Corland's work and see what other worlds she's created.
I'm right there with you. I highly encourage everyone listening to pick up a copy of Four Ruined Realms and embark on their own journey through these richly imagined realms.
You won't regret it.
Thanks for joining us. Subscribe for more bookish adventures and hit that like button if you enjoy the ride. Don't forget to share the knowledge, spread the word.